vast desert space, there are peculiar properties, peculiar magic that takes hold. Suddenly we encountered something that was like the ocean that in fact man before, this great sweep of nature. That was always part of it. But this is an ocean you could walk on, and this is a great piece of nothing, in which anything that was more intensely so. In which with a few paper costs and by for it, what people do now. You could invent a whole world around yourself. There's nothing to contradict you. You know, you can just be what you are and make that into a magic world. Because you're all out here, and first of all, you've got to think about your survival. Maybe for the first time in your life, many people, but to really inventory what it takes for you to exist in the organism. And that's an act of contemplation. That's a wake up. Because we lead lives normally that are completely easy, you know. You say, oh, I'm trying to survive. What you mean is you got to go get your pay at the job so you can buy crap so you can, you know, go get your pay, buy crap. How we survive. Now, our world is wholly mediated. We're insulated from media contact. Down to reality. We started out with this work ethic. Work together. You know, if you help somebody, you know how it goes. You help somebody move out of their apartment. Everybody sorts themselves into roles spontaneously. If you do the job and at the end of it you have a beer, you really feel good about it with everybody else. Well, we had that going for us. And then we came out here and we learned how to play together. You know, so we had that going for us. And then we had one other element, and that was the fact that to get here, you had to make a commitment. Now this was different from that ride on the beach. Now you had to come here and you had to survive in nature.
Supposedly the original Burning Man came from him trying to get rid of some angst, I believe is about a relationship, some such thing. I'm not really sure, but at any rate, he set up a little 11-foot tall statue in the middle of the California beach somewhere and lit it on fire to get rid of some of his angers, or for whatever reason. And a bunch of people came and they liked it, so he did it again, and he's been doing it, 11, 12 years in a row now, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
But yeah, the whole purpose changed though.
Well,
I mean, it started out as a party, and now it's becoming like an opportunity for people to come out here and do whatever they want.
Is it an artist gathering, do you think? I mean, that's one of my questions. You look around, you see some people who are just voyeurs, and you see some people who are obviously doing something.
Well, I think Burning Man is some kind of a sacrificial, is that the word, event? And so I think that, we have to burn him down. There's no...
Burning Man must come down to appease the gods for greater times.
The thing that I knew, but that I hadn't seen for a little while because of my duties was walking to the camp, and you see all these theme camps, and of course people have brought in all the ingredients of self-created worlds, and trailers and all with the intent not only of radically expressing what they are, but of sharing and delighting other people with it.
Don't bother searching the bugs in your skull. 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 Don't bother searching the bugs in your skull.
Only what you make it, and nothing more.
It's a psychosexual incantation here at Planet Peruka tonight, Friday night midnight. Planet Peruka, a psychosexual incantation.
Music.
And there'll be theater and I can't tell you everything. You just have to come back and see with your own lens. There's no difference. When you ask me what planet I'm from, it's this. This and this.
Good, now go real slow. I'm gonna go one triangle at a time. Otherwise, the sucker has a mind of its own. Get out ready to run!
What is death? Death is a lapse of memory from one life to another life. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's amazing.
nipple if the media
We can do it for you. Come on, get up here.
The media has to perform or participate in Burning Man.
There'll be no spectators.
Soundmen are so underappreciated. Let us see it. Take it on. Come on, you got your audience out here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, bitty, bitty, bitty. Come on, come on. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Come on, come on. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Come on, come on. Bitty, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I fell in love with you, little. Get the I'm gonna bite my nipple. You can get naked. She's gonna bite her nipple. She'll bite her nipple if you get naked. Just a little bit more is all we're talking about, a little tiny bit of flesh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that nipple ring. Oh my Lord. Whoa, my God.
When was the last time you brought me
Oh, you get straight A's. I love moles and...
She hates hair, though. She hates hair.
I know, I love to shave hair.
She hates hair, man. She'd shave you in a minute, Daddy. She wouldn't even ask you.
Okay. You want to find a
Wanna
word?
try it?
Yeah. Oh, can you handle it? It's
Okay,
heavier
you're
than the
gonna-
camera.
right there. You're on the air.
Maybe not.
Put your ears on.
And
Oh.
are you guys talking? Okay. Yeah, hello out there. We're one of four, I guess. So we're either cooperating or competing. But actually, what we're really doing is I just found out we're provinciating here in the desert, which means.
What does that mean?
What it means is to convert into a province. And so now you know what's happening in the desert.
What would that be?
We're provinciating. I told you already.
Yeah, but my word is
Provision.
Why I came, I don't really know. I was actually sort of in the area. I was in the Southwest, and I figured I wasn't that far away, and I'd sort of feel like a loser if I didn't come up if I were that close. But mostly, I just thought it sounded fun, the idea of a whole lot of people getting together in the desert, doing something different, maybe even unique.
We live in a world in which we're uprooted and isolated from one another. What we've told people is to come here and invent your own myth, essentially, something that is produced at least of inner necessity. And the only requirement is that you have to be prepared to share and give that to everybody else. Above and beyond all of that, we have the man. Mm-hmm. You probably noticed that just to navigate in this community, you had to constantly reference at night, the glowing figure of the man. Our community literally embraced the man, and embraced this great void, vast arena of nature with the man glowing at the center of it. Well, we have a society at large that's based on mass production and mass consumption. It started a little over 200, nearly 300 years ago. Well, what we've created is an apparatus that isolates people's appetites, defines each individual merely in terms of what their desires and appetites might be. The fact that a million people consume a product at the same time it doesn't connect them to one another. In fact, if people begin to connect with one another, they begin to cease to consume by degree. And taken out of the agony of their isolation, they begin to do creative things. You know, they begin to help one another rather than consume paid services. We've taken consumption out of society here. We said that you come here prepared to survive in a harsh and challenging environment.
Enjoying Burning Man?
Sucks. Horrible. It's just, I'd rather get poked in the eye with a sharp stick than to be here.
Oh, okay, all right. There's this beautiful, intense woman, named, no, not Baby D. No, it's Mr. Sister Fat Mandy. And, I don't know, man, we knew each other glancingly from last year's Burning Man, but I became her cooking assistant, and man, we were fucking the whole time we were cooking, like my second day here, man. It's like while we were cooking. That was pretty wild. That was a lot of fun. I mean, she is a sick and twisted bitch, and that's what I like about people.
Is that Mandy that was at Chai Tea last year?
Yeah, it is. How you doing?
Hey.
Good. You want some pear?
I see Burning Man as just a gathering of people where people can, meet each other and just hang out and be friendly. And we have probably 15,000 people here now, and you'd be crazy not to call this a city. I mean, this is Black Rock City.
Nobody is taking advantage of the situation and making it their own.
Totally, you're trading everything. They do a lot of bartering. We bartered for breakfast this morning.
Barbie has been
Barbie's
born.
been freed.
She's shed.
She's shed her.
Barbie in her duct tape.
Bondage outfit.
Oh, Barbie, burn the bitch.
She's part of, you know,
The death
making
and
these
birth of
terrible
Barbie.
things for women. But yet
Exactly.
we love her because she's so cute and pretty, and that's why guys think that we are Barbies.
I feel the spirit is incredibly strong here, that it's really cheerful. It energizes me for a month. I can sleep 3 hours a night here, ride my bike around till 4 o'clock in the morning, get up at dawn, paint, ride my bike. I think it's just because I'm happy, got more energy.
I'm an artist, sculptor. I live in New York City. I drove out here with my sculpture. The sculpture is called The Agony of Man. What I tried to do is encompass or encapsulate all the fears and anxieties of our time into this alternate reality. I went to the CBGB's gallery, whatever, and I saw the photo exhibition of last year's Burning Man. So, you know, I was kind of like, this looks pretty cool, but whatever. But my sculpture told me to go. So he was like, this is for me. So I said, all right, let's go. And drove out here and got freaked out.
Well, a friend of mine had her car broken down, and she lives in LA, and she was stuck at the car place, and she looked through all the magazines, and none of them really looked very interesting, and then she picked up Spin magazine. She hadn't read that since she was 15, and then they had this article about Burning Man, and so she called me that night, and she said, we're going, and so she read me the article over the phone, and I said, we're going, and we just came.
This isn't a hippie scene, which I think a lot of people think it is. This is I kind of go very techno, very, very, very arty. So it's just outrageously creative, a lot of sharing going on. So I think that's the exciting part, is without it being love and flowers. This is a whole many years later.
Well, we're looking right here at Nub Solar, S-O-U-L, solar. And what it is just a way of capturing the sun's energy to power our lights and our sound, music, and amplify our voice throughout different PA announcements, fashion shows, and parade.
I'm not anti-press. I'm not like a rabbit foaming at the mouth. You know, it's not like that I have this huge anti-establishment thing. It's just that we're not here as a spectacle, and there's a lot of spectating happening.
People hate the media because they mistake the messenger for the message. Or not the message, they mistake what they mistake is they mistake the medium for the message, you know. What I need to tell them, somebody's grumbling to me about the media, and I said, what do you think has kept us alive?
I prefer rather not to talk about it at all, but just to do it. And fuck the fucking video. Fuck the cameras and do it. Forget this shit.
Listen, if they don't like the media because they don't like the message, then why don't they do something about putting out a message then? And that's the issue, not the medium. Look at the internet. They've all come here, and so many people off the internet lately.
Well, you heard of MSNBC?
Yeah, we've heard of MSNBC.
Yeah, well, they're part of the scum.
The MS part of the NBC part of both.
Well, the official part is we're putting up websites, information twice a day. And we went into Gerlach at 2:30 in the morning and woke up people in the bar. Actually, the bar was the only thing awake. And made friends with the local media and showed them some of our scum footage from the area here. And got all the locals engaged in the Burning Man process. First time for many of them to even see it. One lady was freaked out because her 19-year-old son had disappeared. She couldn't find him anywhere, but guess where he was?
I'm hoping we'll reach a point where the idea of this is conveyed so concisely and the story gets told so often that people can actually essentially get what we're doing without even coming here. I want them all to come here.
Yeah, we're doing an hour show.
For who?
CNN. Yeah, we're doing an hour. It actually is on TBS and CNN. And the show is basically just about, the people that make this thing click.
Don't blame the method of communication. Use it for something. And so what we did is we said, okay, come here, and we make an experience in real time and real space to reference. Now they'll go back and they'll start talking about something, but they're going to be doing more than going to sex chat rooms after this.
In the very first days, when heaven had moved away from earth, and earth had separated from heaven, the serpent that could not be charmed made its nest in the roots of the apple tree. And from her egg, Ishtar was created. And Ishtar went out by herself and poured the cream of her breasts into all wombs and over all fields of the earth. From the great above to the great below, Ishtar has abandoned heaven and earth to descend into the underworld She put her heart in my heart. Sweet is the sleep of hand to hand. Sweeter the sleep of heart to heart. Oh, lady, your breasts are the fields. Your cream is the grains. Water flows from the pipe. Give it to me, Ishtar. Let me drink your juices. The sweet juices of life. Ishtar. Ishtar.
Like the moon, like the sun. God. Yeehaw.
of the 21st century that we've created, we can gather up strangers, because we're all becoming strangers to one another. And if it isn't to say too much, for the first time in human history, consciously begin to meditate on what is required to create culture anew. Well, we don't run control in the economics. We spread like dandelion seed does as it drifts in the air and covers your lawn, you know, when you look around. And it's that kind of force. Culture is that kind of force. That's how it spreads, contagiously, like a bacteria.
Catharsis and feast day. Catharsis, pretty self-explanatory, you know, run away from civilization and come out here and purge a little bit. Feast day, and that came sort of out of something I came across in school last year about how in the Middle Ages, you know, people worked really hard, but they only worked 3 days a week. You know, all they had to do was just get the job done and give the Lord his kick down, and that was it. Nothing else was required of them.
This is our once-a-year festival. You know, we came last year, really enjoyed it, and it's one of the best vacations I've ever had in my life, where you can come and not only get away from the city and work and all that kind of stuff, but you get away from just your everyday sort of average living, and you see basically all the insane people in the entire United States conjugated in one area.
Across the world,
Yeah, we've met people from Germany, Australia, New Zealand, did we not Portugal?
Portugal, yeah. It's one big party.
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. You know I got the party. This place is fat because everyone's doing everything they feel. You can't do what you feel most places or most people.
This is petting taken to exaltation, reviving the art of petting. Everybody should have a pet. Everybody should be petted. Beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Cooled off in this 100-degree weather.
You're so beautiful, my beautiful little pet. Oh, I just love it. Will you pet me?
Yes.
Oh.
And you shall pet the camera, too, with a nice, cool claw.
That's
because
right.
it's so warm out here. There. You're getting dusty.
Oh, this is beautiful.
There.
And our little flyer.
You need to be cleaned off so your camera doesn't get dusty.
I want to sing about the Moona and the Juna and the Springer. I want to sing about a sky of blue or a tea for two. I love it to sing. Oh yeah.
Early Girl Camp. It's a live female masturbation demonstration. Girls will be celebrating their female sexuality. It's open for both all-girl sessions and couples sessions.
Have you been to the hot springs? Oh, Water Woman is fabulous. You should go. You should go see her. She's beautiful.
What we're recreating here is some inspiration by a lady named Dr. Emmylou Davis. She created a whole body of poetry about the desert, and her specialty that she specialized in science was the geoscripts, which are called earth writing. And these figures were made by people 8,000 to 10,000 years ago, and they were rock alignments up to 500 meters alone. And we were very inspired by a lot of her poetry about the desert and recreating various performance art pieces, and especially trying to recreate the creation myth of water and what water did for the Aboriginal peoples.
I call this my ambiance mobile, and you take a look at it. It's made from recycled parts. The whole thing is recycled. How's the ride in there, ladies?
Wonderful.
I call this walking on the moon, and this is hyperspace.
Yeah, I want to do that.
For every water woman, there must be a burning man! Hail, burning man! Hail, water woman!
It's not a passive situation. It's certainly not a vicarious experience. To come out here and treat it as such is to miss the entire point. Almost impossible to treat it as a vicarious experience. Well, I'll say one thing about Woodstock. We're compared to Woodstock, but the point is what made Woodstock into a myth and memorable are the two unplanned things that happened. First, there was this wonderful sense of a nation crashing the gates, you know, this impulsive movement in. And then the next one was it happened to rain and they all roll around in the mud. Those are the two great events at Woodstock. What we do here is all of our planning is so those spontaneous things can happen.
What? Me? Calling me? We should burn the man.
I think we should burn the man.
Burn him down.
9 o'clock, we're gonna burn the little man.
What? Me? Calling me?
After a little while, you begin to taste it in the air, you know that the man must burn.
Burn the man. Save the man.
That's what someone called these guys, media hordes.
Me? Calling me? Burn the man. Burn the man. For the good of all kind. Right, babe? Burn the man. Come on, go again. Burn the man for the good of all kind.
I think we really fit this place.
You're right in line with what's going on.
Besides being nuns, we're nuns with a gun.
None with a gun, run!
culture encompasses the variety of human nature, and it plumbs the depths of experience at the same time. It's as broad as this plane, and like the man, it's like an axis that reaches from earth to heaven. That's what culture has to be to really be culture.
The burn was huge. There was flames, there was a big old procession, singing and music.
People come here, they have this experience, they go home, and they begin to do things in a way they've never done it before.
They burned the man. The man burned and the man exploded. The man was shooting in all directions, all colors. And then they pulled the man down and burned him on the ground.
They come home and they think, hell, I'm gonna do that. In fact, I'm gonna call 5 people, because when I was out there, I met 100 people. And they weren't just being pleasant to me. They were in earnest, and everybody was doing something, and everybody was helping everybody else do it.
I'm going to say my farewells to my tribe here and send them all off on good journeys. Tell them that I love them. Say goodbye to the desert. Say goodbye to the mountains.
The new story is not the event, it's going to be the movement. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to expand exponentially. I actually believe that.
But we all got to go. We went, Sko.
I'm feeling really sad, and I'm feeling really satisfied. I'm really ecstatic about the ways I let myself come out this weekend, and I'm sad because I saw ways where I didn't, where I held back.
We're with CNN, and we go all over the world, and I've been in like 14 different rainforests and live with Kaipo Indians, and they paint me and it doesn't come off for a month. So this is really nice. This is very tame. This is not against my religion. This doesn't freak me out. I had a good time. It would have been better if I didn't have to carry this thing around.
This, all this that you saw wasn't dependent on money. But we have to create.
You couldn't pay for this, could you?
No, you couldn't. There's no amount of money. You couldn't. You could create a thing where you had a lot of paid performers dancing around. You could do that, but that is to miss the entire point. We are dependent on money. We're going to have a wrenching struggle ahead of us.
Kind of having mixed feelings this morning. It's one of those where I'm sort of sad it's all over. I have to go back to reality and my job. But on the other hand, it's something that'll take with me forever.
People come to me with news about other things that are going on. The nut they have to solve very often is that teased economic question.
Yes, you must be proactive. What I've learned from Burning Man 97. Anything you can or want or wish to ever do, you just, you have to do it.
We need some economic help. We're self-reliant, but we need it. We need it badly to continue to plan these year after year. That's what the part I hate about this, because it's so stressful. It's terribly stressful. We end up dealing with politics. We end up worrying about money endlessly. If this event wasn't so wonderful as it is, then we couldn't do it. We wouldn't have sufficient inspiration to continue. Even as we speak, we're asking people for money. We're begging them for money at the gate. Simply to survive enough so we can do our job as planners and make it happen again. And I have enough faith that we'll probably just make it somehow.
This is like the whole deal with the media, and it all ties in to what's fucking wrong with the cops, and what's wrong with this festival, and what pisses me off. Because we spent, this guy right here, come over here, Kevin, come over here. This man and I spent 10 of our hard-earned dollars buying TVs, computers, microwaves, answering machines, phones.
And an easy bake oven.
And an easy bake oven. And a Felix the Cat clock. And a clock radio, and all the technology that you get pissed off at. Especially cameras.
Yeah.
And
we didn't buy it. Next year we gotta get a
Next year we get a camera. When we built the structure and we caulked it all together, and it was art, and it was beautiful, and it was our work. It was our dream, baby. It was us.
And so and we just left, I mean, I mean, it wasn't. Did you?
And all we did.
It was a baseball.
All we did was move it out on the playa for everyone to enjoy, and set it out there with a couple of baseball bats. That's it. It was part of the artwork. And next thing you know, somebody's coming on the bus saying, ooh, guess what? It finally took a 10-wheeled army truck to finally take out that microwave. I go, what do you mean finally? It's like, well, they got tired of the baseball bats and people went back and got fucking sledgehammers. And what I want to know is when Burning Man is paying the cops $320,000 for this fucking festival, why can they not prevent that kind of vandalism?
And these people are animals. It's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
peace out.
Whatever.